with a very simple reason. Because we need to have a pride on what we are doing. We need to have a pride. Kita harus punya kebanggaan terhadap apa yang kami lakukan. If we don't have it, we are just part of a robot yang melakukan aktivitas rutin, and then, we don't feel a lot of things. And we can tell a lot of stories. Kami punya kebanggaan bekerja di salah satu perusahaan besar dan tertua barangkali, but we don't have the pride of what we are doing in Indonesia. So that's one of the reasons bahwa 3 pillars dari G di Indonesia yang harus dilakukan, and all of my team here are set up that target 5 years ago. First, and the most important, adalah contributing to the development of local talent. Second, adalah contributing to bring the new technology for Indonesia. And new technology means dengan zaman yang sekarang, bukan hanya teknologi yang datang dari pusat inovasi, misalnya Amerika Serikat, kemudian dibawa ke sini, tetapi juga teknologi yang dihasilkan dari proses reverse innovation, which is datang dari sini, and we can also sell it outside Indonesia. And the last one is contributing to the problem yang dimiliki oleh Indonesia, which is a very specific solution for Indonesia. Contohnya adalah rural healthcare. Daerah-daerah di mana a lot of people still have a limitation of access for a good health. Kemudian juga rural electrification. Kebanyakan listrik masih ada sekitar 25% sampai 30% of our friends, saudara-saudara kita yang belum memiliki akses terhadap electricity in this era. So you can imagine. Nah, those areas secara teknikal susah untuk dijangkau oleh listrik because they are in remote islands. And those area kalau mau dipasang grid kabel disambung ke sana, it's very difficult. So need to have a specific solution for it. Jadi ketika saya kemudian mendapat kesempatan untuk bisa berdiskusi dengan Prof. Anies, this is the thing yang kita coba untuk cari. Apa Pak? Apa Prof yang bisa kita lakukan bersama-sama untuk ini? Local talent, technology, solution. Kemudian dibuatlah kerangka kerjasama awal ini. Kerjasama pertama adalah for developing local talent, which is recruiting, training, kemudian menyalurkan beasiswa or anything that we can do to make you as a students become a global players, become a better students. And then second, what kind of technology that we can develop together. And one of the things yang kita lihat adalah rural electrification. And one of the solutions for rural electrification adalah biomass gasification. Small power generation utilizing biomass yang ada di macam-macam tempat that can generate power, standalone power, distributed power. And that's what we want. And that's what needed by Indonesia. And the third solution, real solution, selain distributed power tadi adalah healthcare, rural healthcare. Sesuatu hal yang saat ini dengan teknologi bisa dilakukan. Seorang dokter yang ada di pedalaman Pulau Ambon, yang ada di Kepulauan Maluku ataupun ada di Kepulauan Nusa Tenggara, bisa memberikan hasil diagnosenya yang menggunakan peralatan yang sebesar tangan ini untuk USG, and then consult dengan dokter yang ada di RSCM. Kalau kasus seperti ini, how can we do it? And that's possible nowadays with the technology. And overall, this will needed for making Indonesia a better country. Now, let me go into this, and I'm so sorry we still have a technical problem. Guys, I think we are okay. We are okay. So, sekaligus ujian juga whether I can do deliver the speech without this presentation of some of the data. But before that, again, ini kali pertama saya Prof ada di ruangan yang bersejarah dan sangat membanggakan ini. Biasanya I spend a lot of time go to the campuses untuk talk with students dan sebagainya. Very rare ada rektornya juga, so again this is a good thing. Saya ingat pengalaman saya waktu dulu saya pernah memegang posisi untuk quality improvement, namanya Six Sigma. Jadi teman-teman yang dari Fakultas Teknik mungkin menguasai sekali, familiar dengan Six Sigma ini, bagaimana mereduce defect dari proses-proses yang ada. So, salah satu pekerjaan saya harus mempromote ini ke berbagai kampus yang ada di Indonesia. One of the campus, salah satunya saya diundang, ada kampus itu di daerah Bandung, dan mereka nggak kenal saya, and I don't know them too. Tetapi karena harus datang ya saya datang. And the problem is pada saat itu ketika dalam perjalanan, entah kenapa suara saya hilang, sakit tenggorokan gitu, so I cannot talk. Biasanya zaman itu belum ada komputer proyektor secanggih ini, but it works, right? Masih pakai slides waktu itu, and then saya ingat biasanya yang naruhin slides itu adalah sopir saya, karena mana-mana kan saya harus pakai sopir. Jadi di pojok dia naruhin slide, saya ngomong mengenai Six Sigma. Nah hari itu Pak, suara saya hilang dalam perjalanan Jakarta Bandung, kan masih lewat yang jalan lama itu yang Patia Bandung. Sopir saya bilang, Pak, Bapak mau ceramah tapi suaranya nggak keluar gini gimana? Yeah, that's my problem, I cannot speak. And then he said that, Pak, are you gonna talk about Six Sigma? Bapak mau ngomongin tentang Six Sigma? Yes. Kalau Bapak berkenan, kalau Bapak nggak bisa ngomong, saya aja Pak yang ngomong. I remember all of those. Saya ingat kok Pak semuanya Pak, setiap karena kan biasanya bawain slide-nya saya Pak. Lebih dari puluhan kali, saya ingat semua. I thought that he was joking. But again, there's the time, you have to kill the time for 4 hours, right? So I try, every time I ask about any question related to my presentation, amazingly, dia bisa jawab. He can answer. Semua pertanyaan yang saya tanyakan, dia bisa jawab. Akhirnya confidence saya, mungkin nggak apa-apa juga ya. Toh mereka, nah saya juga kan. So kita mampir ke sebuah mall, beli jas gitu, kasih dasi, jadilah dia di Satriago. Datang di jalan duluan, masuk ke kampus, saya ngikut dari belakang, confidence kan. And he start to deliver the presentation about Six Sigma. Amazingly, perfecto presentation. Semuanya sama, step by stepnya sama yang dia jelasin. Even the jokes are the same. Yang saya khawatir, the thing that I really worry adalah questions, right? Begitu datang sesi tanya jawab itu, question and answers, there are a lot of professors over there, and those are professors in the technical things, statistics, and Six Sigma is all about statistics. So my worry, kekhawatiran saya muncul ketika tanya jawab dan Q&A come. The first person that raised the question is the professor of statistics on that campus. So saya di belakang dia, aduh gimana ini? Dan pertanyaannya susah sekali, a very difficult question. What happened kalau kurvanya miring ke kiri? Terhadap prosesnya gimana? I thought I can't answer that question. But my driver still very confident. Kemudian dia jawab begini, sivitas akademika yang saya hormati. Saya selalu berharap Indonesia always have a great quality of people. And that's reflected, itu bisa direfleksikan in the quality of the professors, di kualitas dari profesor. And the quality of professors reflected dari kualitas pertanyaannya. Karena Prof, kalau pertanyaan segampang yang Prof berikan ini, sopir saya yang di belakang bisa jawab, dia nunjuk saya. So my driver said that if the question is so easy, why don't my driver answer it? That's what he said. So, well, that's just a joke actually. And this time, my driver is outside, so he's not coming. Why important to talk about global talent competitiveness? And this is what I'm trying to do within these 35 minutes, and then we can have a question and answer. Begini teman-teman, 2 weeks ago, 2 minggu yang lalu, I tweets about this. I'm one of the person who really believe that we can share through Twitters. So I tweet about global talent competitiveness. And my biggest concern that we are really living in a different world nowadays. There are a couple of reasons why we need to think about global talent competitiveness. First, the world become global, right? In the past, when we talk about global, we have George Picard here, our colleague from GE. He's coming from the United States. He's been with GE for, I don't know how many years, 7 years, and knows exactly the development of GE. And in the past, when we talk about globalization, it's always about sourcing, how to produce a product cheaper in an area where labor is cheaper. That's it. That's what we call globalization. Dan kita nggak pernah mikir bahwa globalization is all about market and also a place where we can develop a product. And it took very long years for us to understand that our approach are wrong. Because a company like Unilever, for example, they generate much more money by selling shampoo than us in Indonesia. Because globalization nowadays is no longer only sourcing. It is a market, it is a place of talent pool, it is a place for producing something, it is a place for innovation. The more the world become global, teman-teman, the more local capabilities matter. The only question about globalization for a country adalah whether you will become an object of a globalization or you can become the subject of a globalization. You will become an object if you just buying. Right? Ekonomi Indonesia itu berapa persen? Kurang lebih sekarang 5, sekian persen. Right? And then we still have consumption about 3%, 3 point something percent probably. So our economy is driven by the consumption, by people buying. And if your economy continue like that, you are an object of globalization. People producing outside, they selling here. We buy, we have it, right? But that's not the case. You will become an object. And if you see, China, for example, is growing tremendously in the last 10 years from a country yang tadinya, probably very close, and they're producing small things to become a number one economy in the world nowadays. China is a factory of the world. Everything made in China, right? Sampai ada satu buku judulnya A Day Without Made in China, and it's very successful book. Probably nowadays only heaven and earth that not made in China. Anything else is made in China. Just joking. Globalization creates two things. One is the speed of technology, speed of information. Number two, a migration of people, a migration of talent. And we come into the second reason why bother with the global talent competitiveness, because we are entering masyarakat ekonomi ASEAN. Or you can say, Pak, tapi kan we have a demographic bonus, right? Which is what, about 55 million workers available within this window until 2025. I have a question about that. What kind of workers, what kind of tenaga kerja, what kind of human capital? If those are a human capital with low skill, and then we still become an object of a globalization. Karena bukan, saya nggak takut orang datang ke sini, because kita juga bisa datang ke sana kan. But the problem adalah kalau kita datang ke sana dengan low skill, as a low skill workers, as a low skill human capital, when they come here with a high skill human capital, we still gain minus. And that's that's the problem because the data yang ada saat ini dari Global Talent Competitiveness Index baru dikeluarkan, INSEAD yang keluar, a research for global talent competitiveness based on 4 things. Number one, enablers. Seberapa banyak peraturan policy yang ada di negara tersebut mampu menghasilkan talent yang global. Dan global talent bukan berarti orang yang cuma bekerja di luar negeri, tetapi juga orang yang bekerja di sini menghasilkan produk yang bisa dijual ke luar negeri. Right? So you don't have to be in Vienna, for example, to become a global talent. But if you can produce something that can be bought by Vienna market, you are a global talent. And then, itu dia tadi pertanyaan, enablers. Apakah policy yang ada, regulation yang ada, government effectiveness yang ada mendukung kita untuk menghasilkan itu? Number two, attract. Whether our market here, our country, attract global talents. And then again, it's not only about we are going outside, tapi attract people yang bagus-bagus internally mau kerja di sini. And we know it's not a secret lagi, banyak orang Indonesia yang bagus become a global talent. Gak dapat tempat yang baik di sini, they go out, right? They are not attracted to work in Indonesia. They feel that, wah, dengan di luar. Belum lagi menarik untuk bisa menarik orang dari luar datang ke sini yang kemudian mampu memberikan teknologi transfer ini. Attract. Ketiga adalah grow. What is the environment situation in the country to grow global talent? And that include the quality of university, include the quality of education yang ada di sekolah menengah, sekolah dasar, tertiary, secondary, primary schools, include the environment for people like you doing the vocational schools, sekolah kejuruan, memiliki keahlian kejuruan, memiliki kesempatan magang di perusahaan-perusahaan besar, and then have a mentorship with the people from the business society. And last one, retain. How good the country retain a good talent? How can make them continuously become a global players? Karena kita punya banyak orang yang pertama-tama jadi global players, they work everywhere. When they come back here, again they become global because they don't have the access to go become global again. So these 4 pillars generating 2 things as a characteristic of global talent. One is the level of skills. Whether we are in a high level of skills as a laborer or lower skills. Lower skills doing administrative works, with workers on the factories, and even in the factories doing a simple product instead of high technological content product. Second, sebagai output adalah global knowledge. How good we are about it. Now, what is the result? And this is scary. Karena INSEAD mensurvei 93 negara in terms of global talent competitiveness. And we are. What is your guess? Where we are? Those who read my tweet and then you don't need to. What do you think? Kita level berapa global talent competitiveness? Ranking di atas 10 besar? How many people think that we are top 10? Global talent competition. Top 20? Top 30? You are very low confidence. Top 50? Top 50? Anybody? You think top 50? Okay, beberapa we are top 50 dari 93 negara. 60, sekitar ranking 60-an, 60, alright. So we are actually ranked 86 out of 93 countries around the world. 86, 86, 86 rank kita dari 93 negara yang disurvei. Malaysia is almost top 20. You can download it. INSEAD Global Talent Competitiveness. free. You can learn it. And that level really scary. Karena kalau lihat negara-negara ASEAN, kalau nggak salah cuma Vietnam di atas kita kalau nggak salah. They don't do Myanmar, but we are 86 out of 93 countries. Under us is what? Mongolia probably, or whatever town, Kazakhstan, or not Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan or something like that. And the question is why? Why is like that? Why we are ranked so low? And I don't think INSEAD is, playing a game by putting that right. INSEAD is quite reputable now, company. Of course, there can be a debate, but the result showing that we are not ready enough to face the global market. Tetapi ada data lagi Pak, kita tutup ini dulu ya teman-teman, kita tutup ini dulu. Kita buka lagi data yang biasa digunakan, which is the normal data that used by any government in the last 5 years. Because this data has been taken for about 25 years by Michael Porter and World Economic Forum. What is the data? Global Competitiveness Index. GCI, World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Index. Check it. And then you can see that Indonesia ranked moving from about 5 years ago still in the 40s, and then last year become 38, this year 34. Oh, everybody's so happy, and say that look, we are still good, we are good, but still kita di bawah not 4 other countries of ASEAN, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. No, we are above Vietnam. So 3 other countries above us. 34. But Global Competitiveness Index, they measure the market size. They measure market attractiveness. And we are ranking very high on that things. Big market size, but then low infrastructure. Big market again for a company who wants to invest in infrastructure, but then low local talent capabilities. Our R&D is still ranked, above 80s. About our professional capabilities still very low. So we are high in terms of Global Competitiveness Index. Wah, udah bisa compete nih sebenarnya kita. But compete as what? Not on the size of a market. And if you go into another index, which is very important, and I keep telling in my Twitter to all of the young people here, monitor these 3 index. Jadi nggak cuma indeks harga saham, right? First is Global Competitiveness Talent, second Global Competitiveness Index, and the third is Human Development Index, HDI. That's about us. And we are ranking 108 out of 170 something countries. Human Development Index involves the ability of, the capability of learning, the willingness to become, to grow, the capability of healthcare, the capability of education system, dan sebagainya. Nah, kalau kita lihat 2 data ini dan disambung dengan data yang tadi kita lihat di Global Competitiveness Index, we still as a market, we still as an object dilihat orang. And that's why we need to make a revolution of this. And a revolution start from you, young people. Kita tidak akan menjadi lebih baik dari siapa yang menjadi presiden, tapi kita akan menjadi lebih baik kalau young people become much more better and become global talents. And that's what we need. And that's what we have to do. So, another fact yang sangat menyedihkan adalah dari ini data pusat kebudayaan dan Departemen Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan. You can have my slides over there, which is mostly adalah data. Finally, okay. Can you go to page bawah lagi terus. Nah, ini data kelihatan nggak ya? Nggak begitu kelihatan ya? Nggak kelihatan lah. Pertumbuhan orang yang kuliah, yang sekolah itu makin tinggi, a lot, right? Yang garis paling atas itu pertumbuhan sekolah menengah ya, kalau nggak salah ya. Fit, garis paling atas. Yang nomor 2? Oke. Sekolah dasar, menengah, kejuruan. Dan kalau kita lihat angkanya semua naik, ya kan? Kejuruannya turun. Kenapa saya bangga dengan sekolah kejuruan ini? Because Switzerland as the number 1 country that create the highest level of global talent development, and Singapore, they base their capability on 2 things: sekolah kejuruan, kemudian magang, internship, apprenticeship. Starting ketika mereka umur 12 tahun, mereka sudah mulai diminta untuk melihat apa yang mau kamu lakukan ke depan, dan skill apa yang dibutuhkan. You know, Switzerland create values of product. We still create commodities of a product. You know what is value of a product? I always took this example. You know, one day you go to Swiss, or you know, you go again, you've been there. Coba cari toko jam terbesar, paling gede, ada tulisan Uber itu toko jam. Masuk sana, belagalah menjadi orang yang gak punya batasnya dari duit. Duitnya gak batasnya. You can get. Dan bilang dengan belagu gitu. Belagu bahasa Inggrisnya apa ya? Arrogant, more than arrogant barangkali banyak. Apa? Singing? Enggak. Like, so, you know, you said that I want to buy a watch, right? You have to be confident. I want to buy a watch. And you know the way that we will sell watch? First thing that they will offer you is a watch with all of the features, normally features. So they have, you know, pencatannya banyak, a lot of buttons here, you can muter-muter, macam-macam, you know, warna-warni, bisa diganti talinya, and a lot of those things, features. Price probably from $1,000 to $5,000. Sampai sekitar 60 juta rupiah. And then you can say that, no. That's not my class. Karena tadi duitnya nggak ada batasnya, right? You have all the money in the world, so you have to say that, I don't want it. If you say that, and then they will come with a second, nampak. Watch yang mereka tawarkan, jam yang mereka tawarkan adalah branded watch. Rolex, Handry, Omega, whatever the names, right? Price probably from $3,000 to $50,000. Yang dibanting-banting itu tuh. I don't know whether you read it or not. Nah, you know, you have to say the same thing. It's not my class. It's too low. Yeah, because you have all the money in the world, right? If you say that, and then Anda akan dibawa ke sebuah ruangan namanya a presentation room. It's a very nice room. You sit down in the sofa like this, empuk banget, dark, and then there are 2 people bringing a box. When you open the box, tongkat hidroliknya keluar ke atas, jamnya ada di atas itu, kemudian disorot pakai lampu dari sana. Lampunya dari sini. I'm a salesman. So, dan mulai mereka presentasi. They will say that, sir, atau madam, this watch is only produced 3 pieces in the history of mankind. The first watch itu dipakai, used by the royal family of England. Pangeran Philip, Pangeran Charles, atau Ratu Elizabeth, or whomever. The second one, it's gone. It's gone. Tenggelam sink di Samudra Atlantis, or hilang di Antartika, or whatever it is. Because what they are trying to sell is the value of the watch, right? The value of the watch. Dan dia value-nya adalah scarcity, kelangkaan dari jam ini. Ini yang mau dia jual. And if you feel, ini gue banget nih gitu ya, saya siap lompat dari sofa yang enak tadi. Because the price will start from $250,000. $250,000. 3 miliaran ya, atau 3,5 miliar barangkali dengan kurs sekarang ini. Saya benar-benar lompat, I feel it. Man, that's a lot for a watch, right? So I called the owner, datang ownernya, kemudian I said that, hey, are you serious? This watch in my country, in my currency, it is 3 billion rupiah. And with that amount of money, I can hire 2 people, walk beside me 24 hours for years, and tell me what time it is. Right? 2 orang jalan ke saya, sama nganter-nganterin saya, dan kasih tahu sekarang jam berapa gitu kan. 3 miliar lo bisa loh. Masuk sini, 1 orang taruh sana, 1 orang taruh sana, pojok sana. Kalau saya pengen tahu jam berapa, saya tinggal ngeliat gini loh. Jam 2.15 bos, oke. Saya nggak perlu pakai jam. Because kalau cuma jamnya aja kan you don't need that price, right? What you buy? Value. Kalau cuma jamnya aja, my friend from China, his name is Lee, Mr. Lee, and his watch is Rolex. It's not Rolex, Rolex. And he's very proud with that Rolex. Setiap kali saya ngadain, hey Lee, your watch is fake. And he always said that, hey, my watch may be fake, but the time is real. Kalau cuma pakai beli jam, ya kan, you can buy a Rolex. So that's what they do. They create value. They have a value of a product. And value of a product only can be developed by people who create values. So we are in the world of ideas. Now, the age of ideas. You see all the companies yang ada di list Fortune 500. Yang atas itu perusahaan-perusahaan yang jual ide. Kebanyakan bukan lagi jual produk. Google, for example, what is their products? It's not a commodity, right? Their product is search engine. And then we don't pay for it. Who pay? A company who wants to advertise on it. Amazing. The more orang klik, the more they pay. Orang yang masang iklan. The more they pay, the more Google reach. So satu lembar sahamnya sempat $1,000. Selembar saham $1,000, 13 juta. Itu para jomblo di sini kumpulin uang, nggak usah beli handphone, nggak beli apa, beli itu aja, pasang di pintu rumah. Setiap kali ada orang datang bilang owner. And then you will be sold easily, for sure. Alibaba.com, what are you selling? You know, let's come from an idea. It's a world of idea. It's an age of idea. And if you think that we are not good, you are wrong. We are good. The question is how many people are as good as that? Karena yang kita punya sekarang ini, I mean, a lot of in the market like this, nobody care where you come from. They care about your ideas and a click in the internet. 2 tahun yang lalu kita bikin sayembara untuk orang yang mampu bikin bracket yang mampu nahan mesin pesawat. Ketika ada terbang itu kan ada sayapnya gini ya. Kemudian mesinnya ditaruh sini. Nah untuk nahan ini bukan bracket. Kita bikin lomba seluruh dunia. Lebih dari 1,000 engineers around the world participate on that from 100 countries. Juara 3-nya itu ada somebody from Oxford University, engineers. The second place, juara 2-nya adalah PhD from Sweden. And number 1, lulusan SMK dari Salatiga. I'm serious, you can Google him. Namanya Ali Kurniawan dari Salatiga. He doesn't have a chance to go to the school. So dia berdua dengan kakaknya pernah pengen masuk Undip terus nggak diterima, gitu ada yang mikir buat apa kok kuliah kakak gue jangan kuliah. Mereka berdua beli mesin, beli komputer bekas harga $1,5 juta rupiah, and then they start learning design. Setiap kali desain, posting. One day ada beli desain kan? Mereka desain furniture, equipment, anything. First order is about alat yang bisa pisahkan kuning telur dari putih telur. And then dibayar dengan baik oleh perusahaan Jerman. And after that, now almost 90% of their products and their customers are big companies, multinational companies. A company like Ford Motor, give an order to them. GE make an order to them for the break. So these two people are a good example of the world that is changing. And then last one, why bother with the global talent competitiveness is about the future of works. The future of works will be different. Three trends, transformation that will shape the future of works. And we are just entering it. Yang pertama adalah industrial internet. Apa yang mungkin teman-teman kenal sebagai Internet of Everything. Big data, analytics, this is the world. Peralatan-peralatan sekarang ini, sensors dan sebagainya, sudah mampu memberikan data secara intelijen dengan baik sekali mengenai kemampuan memprediksi entarnya akan terjadi apa. It took a lot of works before to assess what happened on the jet engines. We need to wait until they are landing, do all of the assessment with all the sensors, and then make conclusion what should we do. Now, with industrial internet, think about this aircraft engine can do Facebook, can do Twitter. With their sensor, they can do the selfies, imagine engine selfie. And then they will say that, hey, look, it's very hot here. What should I do? And then that data can be assessed by people on the ground. And that will reduce downtime. Downtime itu kalau misalnya kita lihat di sini, 10%. If we can reduce the unscheduled downtime, that around the world of dunia penerbangan, that will create $8 billion saving of opportunity. $8 billion itu segede Nike. Satu Nike perusahaan itu $8 billion. And that's what we can say. And we can do that with the prediction. Machine talk to another machine nowadays. They will, jadi imagine wind turbine, kincir angin. Ada beberapa buah dan dia sangat tergantung dari arah angin. Yang di sini akan kasih tahu bahwa the wind flow from here sudah akan berkurang. Saya rasa udah kurang. Yang di belakang, wind turbine yang di belakang, dia dengan siap untuk melakukan perubahan. Oke, yang dari sebelah sana arah anginnya udah berkurang. Yang dari sebelah situ mulai agak cepat. Oke, blade-nya muter sekarang, ada ke sebelah sana. They can do that now. Gak perlu orang lagi untuk melakukan hal tersebut. Industrial internet. Telemedicine do the same thing. Industrial. Second thing, brilliant factories. Factories that nowadays not only intelligent but brilliant because they can make the prototype by themselves with 3D printing. Additive manufacturing. Kalau Anda nonton film Mission Impossible itu bikin wajah orang, they can print it. And probably one day they will print human tissue. Kayak di film-film, waktu tangan kita gores, kita masukin aja, saat kulitnya baru, habis itu. Sorry. That's not brilliant. Brilliant factories with 3D printing will give us the capability to make the loop menjadi lebih cepat. Proses loopingnya menjadi cepat. Karena kita bikin prototipe di awal, kemudian prototipenya bisa ditested, and then they will give to the factory, this is what we have to do. This is what we need to make the product. So that's the second thing. Tren yang akan mengubah. Lalu ada pertanyaan, Pak, berarti jumlah orang yang dipakai akan berkurang, Pak? Right. That's true. In the short time, it will be painful because a lot of people will lose their job. But in the longer time, that will create much more better situation for human. Why? Because human will work on the area that they really Only them that can do. What is it? Creativity. What is that? Interpersonal. What is that? Entrepreneurship. Ini yang akan tumbuh. This will be the third revolution, the fourth revolution of the world with this. Karena Anda akan menghasilkan a lot of startup companies. And nowadays, people are working on the startup companies. A multinational company working with startup companies to create the innovation. And last one is a global brain. Ini akan yang terjadi. So you will be connected with all of the people here. Crowdsourcing, right? That's global brain. Yang terjadi sekarang ini. Kemudian open innovation, that's global brain. Kami banyak sekali menggantungkan inovasi kita kepada open innovation sekarang. Anak-anak muda di Bombay, di Bangalore, atau mungkin di Salatiga, atau mungkin di Munich or di Rio. With their capability of internet, they will give us an idea how to design a better jet engine or how to design a better healthcare equipment. Last question, which is my closing. How to deal with this? How to deal with all of this? Karena at the end of the day, global talent competitiveness or global competitiveness will be linearly related dengan pendapatan per kapita di satu negara. Kalau kita ingin beli makmur, maka kita harus mampu berkompetisi secara global. Ada 7 hal yang menurut saya perlu dilakukan. Yang pertama adalah changing mindset. All of you students now, and also the docents, need to have a mindset changing, which is try to compete globally. And that's also related to the second point, which is accept diversity. Gak bisa ditutupin lagi sekarang. You cannot be isolated. You will have diversity. You will have a lot of people dengan latar belakang, dengan cara dan sifat yang berbeda. And we need to be able to collaborate with them. Making you separately atau exclusively will not make you become a better thing, become a better global talent. No. Open. Ada orang yang memang lebih suka pakai jilbab, for example. Ada orang yang lebih suka pakai, rambut gondrong. Ada orang yang lebih suka, misalnya bekerja dengan waktu yang sangat singkat. Ada orang yang lebih suka bekerja dengan santai, ada orang yang berasal dari suku ini, ada orang yang kulitnya beda. All of those things are resources nowadays. We have to accept the diversities. And then the third thing is have the basic skill of tomorrow. Internet is the things. Sudah nggak bisa lagi untuk tidak terkoneksi. And by the way, kita koneksinya data koneksi di Indonesia ini lebih banyak orang menggunakan mobile phone dibandingkan dengan layar komputer yang di rumah. Nah, mungkin itu gara-gara impact pemerintah masa lalu ya, yang internet cepat buat apa itu. Padahal internet perlu cepat, karena supaya kita lebih banyak bisa melakukan aplikasi tadi, meningkatkan e-skill. Kita sebenarnya jago banget e-skill, cuman ya itu nggak terekspos dengan baik. Nah, nomor 4 ini adalah my personal message, which is come from my experience and my friends' experience. Run extra miles. Probably we are not having a good culture of it. We like to accept untuk meet the target only. Begitu sampai target, udah bebas, puas, right? Not enough. We need to run extra miles. Leaders is not only making numbers, they create impact. Leaders not only need the numbers, they create impact. And impact hanya bisa dihasilkan if you are able to run extra miles. Miliki skill, datang dari sekolah kejuruan gitu. Nah, ini mungkin lebih ke arah policy. Mentoring, have the mentors. You know, write an email to a lot of leaders yang Anda kenal atau belum Anda kenal, ask them to become mentors, communicate with them. Kita di GE mengeluarkan kegiatan yang kita sebut Jalan Pemimpin untuk mementor anak-anak muda around Indonesia yang punya ide. Dan company harus menjadi talent factory, menghasilkan talent lebih banyak. And last one, we need to have a very strong collaboration antara business dan universities. And that's why we are here. That's why we are so honored, so grateful dengan Pak Rektor dan pejabat Universitas Indonesia lainnya, Wakil Rektor, Dekan, Ibu Dekan, Wakil Dekan, dan sebagainya, that open the door for us. Because this is a game for better things. Because this is a game to make us become more competitive in the global world. And that's the only way for us to become the subject of a globalization, not become an object. Thank you.
Selanjutnya kami buka sesi tanya jawab. Kepada yang ingin bertanya, silakan langsung menuju mikrofon yang tersedia di depan. Silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih atas pertanyaannya, Pak. Saya sini ingin bertanya mengenai seperti apa sih gambaran kesepakatan antara GA dan Universitas Indonesia. Apakah ini kesempatannya terbuka untuk semua mahasiswa atau fakultas, atau hanya khusus ke fakultas tertentu? Karena seperti yang kita tahu kan, ada beberapa fakultas yang memang kesempatan untuk bersembilan atau magang itu lebih besar dibandingkan fakultas-fakultas lain yang sebenarnya memiliki potensi yang sama, tapi seolah yang dipilihkan. Mungkin itu aja yang kami saya. Terima kasih.
Great. Yeah, I hope ini nggak cuma GE yang melakukan kerjasama ini, artinya ada companies juga. Of course, yang dilakukan kerjasama oleh GE adalah things yang related kepada kapabilitas GE juga tuh. So that's why, misalnya kesempatan magang ataupun kesempatan kerja yang ada GE related kepada apa yang kami punya. So of course, we need the people with background of engineering, we need the people with the background of medical, we need a background of economy, we need a background of, social sciences. Do we need a background from people, for example, dari fakultas bahasa gitu? Maybe. But the amount of people tentu tidak sama banyaknya dengan the amount of people dari engineering. I mean, that's the reality because our business is mostly based on technology. But apakah kesempatan untuk mendapatkan beasiswa sama kepada seluruh mahasiswa? The answer is yes, definitely. Kita melakukan beasiswa melewati lembaga yang mungkin teman-teman sudah tahu namanya IEM. Dan sepanjang, I think sepanjang ini kita sudah memberikan beasiswa lebih dari 1.000 orang selama yang kita tahu sejauh ini. Kerjasama research sangat spesifik, it will be very specific. Saya tadi bicara dengan beberapa profesor di sini. Saya katakan bahwa we need research in the commercial scale, or at least in the pilot plant scale. Bukan berarti laboratory scale nggak perlu, tapi waktu tunggunya nggak cukup buat Indonesia. So we'll find a way to find a fund that we want to do in a bigger scale. So yes, the opportunities for every students. Yes, there is a preferences. Kita punya program fresh grad itu mungkin setahun. If we become a executive university, we will have about 20 to 30 per tahun at the minimum level. And magang juga kita punya tahun lalu kita sekitar 25 tahun ini gradually akan meningkat. The bigger our business is, the bigger our opportunity to have magang. Mentorship, try to get all the name cards here, all of the GE guys, send them an email, ask them to become your mentors. That's the only way to do that. I think that's the fastest way to do it. And a lot of young people also hear that, kalau mereka nggak mau, send me an email, I'm joking. They will become a very good mentor to Handry Management. Ada lagi? Barangkali?
Terima kasih atas kesempatannya. Luar biasa Pak, sebenarnya. Dan saya salah satu tweet stalker luar biasa. Oke, pertanyaannya mungkin masih berkaitan dengan competitiveness. Ada satu fakta yang cukup unik menurut saya setelah saya melakukan sedikit observasi mengenai jumlah orang pintar di Indonesia dan orang yang sekolah di luar negeri. Kalau saya lihat rasio dari orang yang sekolah di luar negeri di Indonesia, luar negeri itu hampir sama sebenarnya dengan orang-orang yang ada di Singapura, di Malaysia. Kemudian orang-orang pintar yang ada di kita itu sebenarnya jumlahnya cukup banyak gitu Pak. Kemudian ketika kita compare ke Malaysia dan Singapura, itu sebenarnya yang mungkin lebih banyak kita gitu loh. Yang akan saya tanyakan, apa yang membuat kita tidak bisa berkompetisi dengan mereka gitu. Padahal jumlah orang kita banyak sebenarnya. Itu, terima kasih.
Okay, yeah, I think like that too. But probably statistic will tell you the truth, right? First kita harus definisi dulu orang pintar kan. Ada yang macam-macam, ada yang pakai lupa, juga orang pintar juga. I don't know IQ-nya berapa itu orang pintar yang begitu. Tapi you have to make a clear definition of what is orang pintar. Berapa jumlah lulusan? Yang pasti jumlah doktor kita di bawah. I don't know numbers now within Asia, mungkin masih lebih, mungkin termasuk yang di bawah, nggak di atas. Saya bandingkan dengan China, kita jauh di bawah.
Salah satu indikator untuk berapa banyak orang pintar itu kan akademisi ya. And then it goes into a level of
scientific journal yang dihasilkan. Nah, we are ranking 89 dari 93 negara yang ada. 86 dari 93 negara yang disurvei oleh INSEAD untuk konteks scientific and technical journal articles. And you know China and India. In the past, the number one quote yang selalu dibuat kalau kita bikin skripsi, disertasi atau tesis, itu nge-quote-nya selalu orang-orang Barat, Amerika or Europe. Now, sitasi yang paling tinggi adalah di China. So you will, generasi sekarang Anda mulai banyak mensitasi apalah Li atau Peng Shui or whatever the name, right? Kemudian Raja Gopalan, right? India, Ramendran and those kind of things. My time, when I make the skripsi, I know it's a long time ago, but I don't recall this. Mungkin satu atau dua lah barangkali. Prof mungkin lebih nggak ada lagi ya membuat sitasi yang berasal dari China ataupun India. Now they are number one, number two, citation, scientific citation. R&D expenditure kita ranking 79 dari 93 negara. So, I just see the fact, barangkali, and probably you can help me on that because I really want to know all. Kalau kita melakukan, karena logika Anda benar banget, jumlah penduduk di negara kita jauh lebih banyak dibandingkan jumlah penduduk di negara-negara yang lain, right? Bahkan kalau dijadikan satu pun kita masih lebih gede di antara Singapura, Malaysia, dan Thailand. Apakah jumlah orang pinter tadi, real pinter tadi, sedemikian sedikitnya? In reality, di GE, in the last, kecuali tahun lalu, in the last 2 years, the biggest kontribusi untuk GE di ASEAN datang di Indonesia. The biggest market for sure Indonesia. The biggest contribution in terms of revenue coming from Indonesia. And you know where all of the leadership located? Singapore. but 70% of leaders yang ada di region ASEAN ini, mereka ada di Singapura. Kenapa nggak di Indonesia, Pak? That's what I'm trying to do now. Bring them here, base here. But I have to face the reality. Susah banget ngerjain regional job based in Jakarta. Because regional job asks you to fly very frequently. Right? In Singapore, you still can reach 2 countries if you want to fly. Right? Changi, kemudian KL, kemudian Bangkok, and then you can go back to Singapore at the sorry. We have to face the challenge untuk pergi ke airport. Baliknya lebih parah lagi, right? So that's the reality. Dan itu yang saya harus, yang selalu saya hadapi. Because my job is not only selling GE product in Indonesia. Everybody can do that. My biggest job is selling Indonesia. Selling dalam tanda kutip ya, bukan berarti mempromosikan Indonesia ke GE. To ask them invest more in Indonesia, to put the more people in Indonesia, to put more leader in Indonesia, more regional or global job based in Indonesia. 5 tahun yang lalu udah ada. Tahun ini kita sebut Indonesia 2.0. 5 tahun yang lalu barangkali GE Indonesia 1.0. Tahun ini we have quite plenty. Healthcare, for example, leader untuk ASEAN-nya ada di sini. Kemudian kita mulai banyak orang-orang geo oil and gas yang cover Asia dan ASEAN juga. My dream one day there is a global business case. Small business nggak apa-apa, tapi business. And that's probably will come from biomass, global business, or probably will come from organic banking cycle, global business will be based in Indonesia. That's what we should do. So reality with the logic sometimes doesn't, reality bites. And it's really biting in terms of that. Mas.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Terima kasih Pak Handry. Perkenalkan, nama saya Rahmat Ramadhani dari Fakultas Teknik. Yang ingin saya tanyakan ada 2. Yang pertama, saya pernah membaca mimpi bahwa salah satu kesalahan terbesar universitas terbesar di dunia adalah mereka with career, not with mind. Jadi mereka tuh membuat karir, bukan pikiran. Menurut Bapak bagaimana? Dan yang kedua, kebetulan karena saya adalah mahasiswa tingkat 3 yang mau akhir kesempatan internship di GE seperti apa, sebesar apa? Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Pertanyaan kedua dulu, Anda harus copy, that's for sure. But the opportunity should be very big. I don't know how many people tahun ini our HR team yang punya angkanya. But I think will be not less than 30 people and go to 50. Depend on how big business kita growing gitu tahun ini. Karena Anda nggak gratis akan terjadi, Anda nggak pro bono di tempat kita, jadi we have to spend the budget dulu untuk itu. Yang kedua, people yang apa sih mas? Menurut saya orang yang harus mementingkan pikirannya juga, tapi at the end of the day, again, you have to face the reality, you have to pay electricity, right? Pulsanya harus dibayar, electricity, bayar listriknya harus dibayar, kos-kosannya harus dibayar, dan sebagainya. Selama Anda bisa cover itu, Anda tinggal keluar itu. Dan menurut saya adalah universitas harus menghasilkan segmen-segmen yang itu semua, nggak semuanya bisa jadi, harus jadi scientist gitu, nggak semuanya juga jadi pengejar karir. Mereka menghasilkan segmented gitu. Harus ada yang jadi scientist, yes, punya jalurnya jadi dosen, jadi pengajar dan sebagainya. Kemudian ada yang kemudian menjadi praktisi, punya jalurnya kerja dan sebagainya. So I don't think we can make that kotak-kotakan untuk membuat universitas jadi lebih baik atau tidak lebih baik kalau menghasilkan lebih banyak saintis atau lebih banyak praktisi. Menurut saya universitas harus menghasilkan praktisi. Berapa lama lagi Pak? Masih ada waktu untuk satu pertanyaan lagi? Silakan.
Terima kasih atas kesempatannya. Saya Hashila dari Teknik Industri UI. Mungkin yang Bapak disampaikan adalah bagaimana untuk membuat the global talent itself. But mungkin ada beberapa orang dari generasi muda yang sudah ter-encourage untuk menjadi untuk survive with that competitiveness, to be that talent. Mereka pengen dan mereka really talented, punya potensi gitu. Tapi kalau misalnya saya boleh share di sini, masalahnya adalah how to survive with Indonesia culture, di mana mungkin globalisasi itu ditangkap negatively oleh generasi muda di Indonesia. Salah satunya adalah mungkin males. Kebanyakan di UI yang saya rasakan, apalagi di teknik, teman-teman pasti pada ngerasain gimana dikatain ambisius. Gimana kalian, ambi banget sih gitu loh. Jadi kondisinya adalah apabila kita terlalu bersemangat atau punya potensi atau punya talent gitu, kita pasti akan, ambi banget sih, kenapa sih lebay banget untuk ngerjain ini kok semangatnya lebay banget gitu. And that's mungkin salah satu masalah yang gak ada di kita. Kenapa jadi sampai rank 86 gitu. Dan how to survive, bahkan teman saya yang punya IPK tertinggi di teknik pun banyak yang gak suka gara-gara dia terlalu ambisius. Dan I need your help to suggest what to do as the global talent to increase the competitiveness. Thank you.
Ya, at the end of the day, saya lebih suka dikatain ambi, kemudian berhasil dalam karir, instead of dikatain gak ambi, kemudian and then you stay not doing anything. Gitu. But that's true. A lot of our culture prohibit us to become a global talent. One of the culture yang mungkin ada adalah we are spoiled by our nature, right? Kita tuh dimanjain bener oleh alam kita. Mungkin kejadian itu terjadi hampir pada semua negara-negara yang berada di Ekuatoria. Negara-negara yang musim panasnya banyak, curah hujannya tinggi sehingga apapun bisa tumbuh, right? Dan we don't have a lot of challenge juga untuk, Anda bayangkan untuk nyari ikan gitu ya. Nyari ikan itu kan kita kalau di kampung saya deh, kampung saya aja deh. Di kampung saya itu kan kita masih pakai pola yang masih sederhana itu ya, dari beratus-ratus tahun kayak gitu, ada kolam kecil kan. Apa bahasa Indonesianya kolam kecil itu? Ya kolam kecil itu, ya kan tabir itu, kolam kecil. Kampung saya di pakai bumbu. Taruh ikan di situ, dan mereka akan mengalami daur siklus yang sederhana itu kan. Kita makan ikan, selesai makan kita pergi ke kolam itu, kita buang aja dimakan ikan lagi, besoknya ikannya kita makan lagi, right? It's simple. And we live like that for 1,000 years, and nobody protests, and everybody's healthy, right? Anda bayangkan kalau misalnya ada hidup di Skandinavia, nggak bisa punya kolam kayak begitu. Satu, kebun kering gitu ya sebelum dimakan ikan. Kedua, ikannya juga nggak bakalan mau barangkali. They have to think gimana bolongin es untuk mendapatkan ikan. Dan ketika mereka bisa dapetin ikan, mereka harus deal kalau ikannya gede-gede kan. Di utara sana kan ikan besar-besar. I have to deal if they can get anak paus barangkali, or salmon yang segede kapal gitu. They have to think about it. While we are so easy, karbohidrat itu gampang banget kita dapetin. We jalan ke dalam hutan, and then you have sagu, padi gampang ditanam. Gak tahu Anda pasti ngalamin masa kecil di mana ngelemparin biji, besok kemudian ada tumbuhan lahir dari situ. Anda makan apa, gitu kacang, tomat atau apa. Saya dulu kemudian bijinya suka dilempar ke halaman gitu, besok ada pohon tomat di situ, right? It's so easy. Mongolia's people, gitu, mereka atau even Japan, probably they will have a lot of problem with that kind of things. So we have a culture that we need to deal with, and then the only one, makanya nomor satu saya taruh di atas tadi how to deal with that is the mindset change. The only one that we need to do is start to have the mindset change. Mindset change. We have to change the mindset because mindset kita selama ini adalah tidak compete. Unfortunately banyak orang mau datang ke Ambon untuk ambil ikan yang gampang diambil di pinggir pantai itu. So makin lama ikannya hilang. So if we are not competitive enough to think about how to make ikan lebih tersedia, atau mencari alternatif makanan yang lain, atau membuat teknologi yang bisa menghasilkan sesuatu yang berbeda untuk makanan, kita akan makan ikan dengan sederhana lagi seperti itu. So mindset has to change. You know, what people talk about in the campus, that's happen anywhere. It's not only in Indonesia. Around the world selalu terjadi yang kayak begitu. Ada pengen maju dibilang ambisius, ada berbeda dikit, ada dibilang ini dan sebagainya. Do you want to deal with your future or do you want to deal with people yang mungkin gak seberapa itu? A simple question is that. I believe on one thing, and mungkin satu-satunya hal yang saya rasa diberi Tuhan kelebihan barangkali ya. I don't want to depend on things untuk maju. Because if we depend our career on something like whether the system is there, the lecturer is good, you know, the school has aircon or not, and a lot of things that you can put as your excuse for growing. Will not grow. You find a way to grow. If the system don't support you, find a way. And you see all of the successful people in the world, that's what they do. I believe Prof. Anies mengalami banyak sekali masalah hambatan yang beliau hadapi ketika beliau harus menjalani kehidupannya. And that's what people do. Find your own way. Don't depend on something untuk membuat Anda maju. Begitu juga di kantor ketika Anda nanti bekerja. Anda akan punya ratusan excuse untuk bisa mengatakan bahwa gue nggak jadi jago nih, kenapa? Nggak pernah di training nih, gue nggak pernah dikirim ke luar negeri nih. No, for me, I don't want to do that. I try to make sure, I try to with all of the effort untuk membuat saya bisa dikirim ke luar negeri. If the company don't send me juga, ya mungkin it's about time for me to think about other company or finding another way to go out. Or find another way to learn. Sama kayak, lo bisa kok ujian? Gak bisa gue, kenapa? Gue gak yeah. You know, it's a logic that yang sangat gak bisa diterima. If you wanna, Anda pengen maju, Anda pengen bisa ujian, you find the time untuk belajar, that's it. Right? Anda tidak maju dengan ujian, kemudian, gue gak siap, gagal, ya udah karena gue gak siap. So you have to fight. That's the only way. You need to fight with all of the system, the culture, the community which is not ready, change the mindset. And I believe, you know, if you change your mindset, the opportunities become bigger. And that's what we need for a better Indonesia. Thank you.